And so Ronnie, I just want to say, we're having this meeting tonight because Gary Wayne is getting to be quite a problem.
Well, he's been on Zen 4 times in a row.
I know. Well, let me tell you a little backdrop right now, because he just did a video. Now You See TV just did a video Saturday night on the Midnight Ride with Gary Wayne and David Carrico and John Pounders, and they totally trashed me. Oh my gosh, 100%.
Come on.
Totally. And
trash you.
Totally. And the whole Essenes movement today and in the past. I mean, he's really, so listen, and you don't know this. So Zen got so much pressure. He sent me an email. He just he took my videos down because I had just done the week before a video with.
Wow.
Yes. He
unbelievable.
He got so much pressure. Then and he said, because he thinks whatever, that I handled it really wrong. And
who is Zen?
You didn't say anything.
I know. Well, I did mention Gary by name. Zen
and then he told you to shut up.
Yeah, and then he told me to stop.
That's as far as you went. There was nothing said.
But it created such a stir. They did this whole rebuttal video on me, right? Then Zen today told me, he said they have took my videos down, and they have also told Zen they will no longer have him on their channel.
I will take him on anytime in public forum.
Well, we're going to
they won't. They won't.
Him.
Oh, they won't. The Satanists will not debate a true follower.
I will destroy his argument from one end to another. I guarantee you that.
Well, it's funny, Liz, because a Team Satan, he'll be back with Gary, and he's been publishing nothing but Gary Wayne videos. But what they do is they silence you, and then attack you while they have you silenced. It's cowardice.
Typical. That's typical way they do it.
Coward. And that's what I've been trying to warn you about it since we started Zoom.
Well, I know, but the thing is, I still believe that, and I still believe Zen is one of us, so to speak, and we'll see what happens.
If he was one of us, he would have said Gary Wayne is in the wrong.
Well, he likes Gary because of all the pre-flood and the whole, No,
Gary's paying him.
They're getting
how many times
I
have to tell you? Money.
Advertising money all time.
Okay.
Money.
But Ronnie, I want you to help. If you will help us,
I will,
to really come up to speed in YouTube as some kind of group with a YouTube channel. I want you to show Jackson and these people the money, that paid, like how you can monetize your channel. And
I have hundreds of videos I haven't put up. I've got 100 up there now. But I hear that monetizing them really doesn't get you anything unless you do it with links.
Yeah, I've demonetized all my videos. I actually use subscription sites now to buy views.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
And they're blocking them. The latest video, I don't know if you happen to catch it, but there's a Satanist who was trying to say that he was a Christian, and he got, I speak ancient Paleo Hebrew in the video. So that debate is over. And they're stopping the video too. They're blocking the views.
Well, even though you've paid for the views, it's not.
Well, I'm going to give them 24 hours. The money went through, so it should have like 20,000. Because not only when you spend, it's like $40 if you want to promote a message. It gives you a higher ranking in the YouTube. So all the stuff that I taught you, I don't know if any of that works. If you want me to be completely honest with you, I think it's all about the money. It's money.
For sure.
Yes, but if you pay the money, are you guaranteed, or do you think that they really are still playing favorites no matter whether?
Oh yeah, they're not playing fair right now. I'm gonna, like I said, in 24 hours, I will have a definitive answer. If they block this video because it's the truth, there's nothing that we can do except for tagging, descriptions, having the best quality you guys can put forth. That's all we can do.
Let me ask you this question. Are we talking about YouTube here? Are we talking about a specific network? What are we talking about? Who's blocking what videos?
Well, the people that own YouTube are Satanists. So
but we are talking about
I can show you guys.
Do tell.
Daniel's question. We are just talking about YouTube.
Okay.
Well, YouTube's owned by money, which is the principality of the air.
Right. So do we need to create our own network?
But how do you get the viewers? YouTube has them all.
Yeah. There you are, Ron.
Yeah. I had a long day. I had to go get my passport. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff today.
There's Ronnie right now. I see him on screen.
Okay.
Yeah, you should see my passport. My hair's like, it's like way out.
Like a razor head.
Yeah.
So how do you combat something like this? I mean, let's talk Gary Wayne here for a minute. I mean, the word on the street, so to speak, is that he's slandering people, using names, from what I understand. And so there has to be a specific strategy in how to deal with people like that. Correct?
Oh, yeah, that's what I do. I fight Satanists every day. You might not like some of my. Okay, so some preachers spoke with so much passion that you read in the scriptures that the people were taken back by it. I don't believe in the, hi, I'm here to represent, I call Jesus the true phonetics is Yahushai. And YHWH is Yahweh, right? The Sanskrit, like I can show you guys. This is what I do. I'll put the video together and then a team. So you have 3 channels, all 3 upload the video. You tag the video. Like Gary Wayne, you'd put everything that Gary Wayne has done, Gary Wayne capitalized, small letter Gary Wayne. You put it here, you put his name in the title.
Yep.
And then you put it in the description.
Exactly.
And then you put all the tags, put them in the description, and then you share the video. You could promote it by using, I've been using this one. But like I said, if they don't want the information, if someone calls this company and says, don't give them the views, they'll block it. So I don't, like I said,
100%. I mean,
no, in 24 hours I'll know, because see, I've done it a few times. It's not expensive. It's like $30 or $40, like for 3. I'm not doing hundreds of thousands of views, but I gotta wait to see if it actually works. So, but what you can do, so you do the video, you put the title, you put the tags, you make a good thumbnail, you put your message in it. The message is the most important thing.
Okay.
But the networking and the sharing, you share right here. You guys know all these buttons here, share videos, right? You just click them, open an account, and then if you're not doing these things, people can't find the video.
I'm with you.
I'm just showing you guys what my tactics are.
Yeah.
And I have to say that, I do ask for forgiveness, because I could show you a bit of a video if you guys want to see what I do.
You're pretty crazy.
Well, this video,
I'm a web master, so I'm following everything you're doing there.
Oh, good, because I can sit back now.
and you can record it, or if this is live, you'll have this remembered. I don't have anything to hide either, by the way. I have nothing to hide. I don't know if I'm on camera here, but I really don't have anything to hide. So you can record me at any time. You can use anything I say or put up on my channel, and you'll never. I'm here for the truth, right? I really love Liz's spirit. I've been a fan of hers for at least 4 years. So you guys have a little background on me.
Well, Ronnie, what is truth?
Yahushua, Jesus Christ of the Nazarenes. What the Essenes laid down, what all of the scriptures say, not just the 66 books, all the scriptures. But you guys, I know you guys kind of have a problem with Paul, and I kind of don't. Sorry, I'm just.
Let me explain that to you, Ronnie. Just real quick. There's not a problem with Paul. It's that there's more about Paul than that's in the scripture. I mean, he's got a secular history.
Well, okay. Well, I can tell you the Council of Nicaea were the ones that did that, not Paul.
Well, no. Listen, he was a correspondent with Nero's guardian, Seneca. He's up in Josephus all over the place. He's implicated in the death of James and the crippling of James, and he's in several other secular sources of the 1st and 2nd centuries that are impeccable. And it's not that anybody's against Paul. We can't do without Paul. It's this, that there's another side of Paul that's important. Not even to mention Galatians and 2 Corinthians. It's important that Paul is split off, and people need to know that so they can make a truthful decision.
Well, he was still martyred, right? Wasn't he
Paul,
crucified upside down?
no, he wasn't. There's another text that tells us what happened to Paul. He was not martyred.
He was beheaded.
Paul went to Britain under the protection of the Roman.
Yeah, he
legion.
lived in the church until he was supposedly. I still have to do more research on it.
Well, you can trust me because I've done research on this for 25, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm convinced. I know all the sources in my mind. I don't mean to think that I'm some know-it-all. It's just that this isn't a matter of speculation at all. It's a matter of deep study.
Mm-hmm.
But Ronnie, what were you going to say about Paul? I mean, you were going to say, but you what?
Well, the message that I get from Paul was that no matter how much of a Satanist or how against the truth you are, he is a credit to the glory of the Creator's patience and to his power to be able to take someone that hunted down and cast his vote and probably stoned Stephen, who was the first truly inspired of the apostles.
Stephen never existed.
Wow, Stephen's not really.
There's a gloss for Stephen is a gloss for James. You guys just aren't up on your stuff.
Yeah, I know. See, you're going too far, too deep. Listen, Ronnie.
James the Just?
James the Just.
That's who heaven and earth came into being for?
That's right, exactly.
But that's a reference to the fact that you're in a simulation. So everybody, heaven and earth came into being for.
We can't count the angels on the head of a pin in 5 minutes. But what I'm telling you is there is a lot to be known about Paul, especially concerning his letters, 6 of which are not official to him, are not authentic. That's very well known in the scholarly community. It's not a matter of bias. We're just looking objectively on all these apostles as to what we can find, most of which has been buried or destroyed by the Christian church. So what we're doing is we're simply giving both sides. I think that Paul is necessary. Would know about spiritual gifts, would know about spirituality or resurrection of the dead or any of these things. We wouldn't even know who Jesus Christ was without Paul. On the other hand, there's a history on him that we also need to know to make an informed decision. That's all.
Okay, but we're not talking about Paul tonight per se. We're talking about Gary Wayne in these scenes. But part of our damage control is to have an understanding of how we're going to counter the Paul allegations with these people.
What are their allegations?
They see, because did you read Ray Bosher's notes in your event thing? The way they operate, they're going to call us, number one, we're polytheistic, we're all the all these things, but we hate Paul, we're unorthodox, we're heretics because we throw Paul under the bus. Now it doesn't matter.
We are heretics.
What?
And so was Paul a heretic. It says right in Acts. This is the ringleader of the heresy of the Nazarenes.
I am the furthest most leader. I am in the front of the line, Paul said.
No, listen. They said, isn't this the ringleader of the heresy in Greek of the Nazarenes? They've got that smoothed out in the New Testament to say of the sect of the Nazarenes. In the Greek, it says heresy of the Nazarenes. Paul was a heretic. It says so right in their Bible. If it was,
but okay, but,
I'm not going to bring that up for crying out loud.
Well, yeah,
we know this stuff.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we can. It's more about Gary Wayne, right?
It's more about Gary Wayne.
I don't need to be in this conversation at all because I'm screwing it up. So I am going off. You guys discuss.
Jackson, don't you?
Wow. I don't know why he's.
There's no use of me being here right now because I know more about this than you do, and I'm afraid that I'm going to tip the scales.
Well, we're not going to talk about Paul anymore.
I can take anything. I can take anyone's opinion and look into it myself without.
It's not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of confirmed scholarship over time among some of the greatest scholars still alive today. It's not just me. I didn't get this from myself or out of the blue.
No, I'm not. I wasn't contradicting anything that you were saying. Just so you know.
Well, I'm going off for a while.
Jackson, why, Daniel? Why is he doing that?
But anyways, we don't know. He can do what he likes. But the best thing to do to counteract.
No, wait. Hold on a second. Who's in charge of this meeting?
Well, he's still here. He's not talking with us for now. But
okay, Ronnie, hold on. Hi, can everybody put their mics on?
Okay, who called the meeting?
Okay, Jackson called the meeting to talk about Gary Wayne and kind of an approach that we should have, or what. And where is he? Daniel?
Let me look and see. Hold on.
There he is.
Look at.
Okay.
He's here, but he's not on.
Okay. Where's Colin? Is it 8:30 yet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, what time? Yeah, just let me see what time it is, because we shouldn't officially start. It's 8:30.
It's 8:30.
Okay. I see. I forget, man.
So Daniel, can you have a back door to Jackson?
Well, actually, what happened here? Because I was doing something, and then 1 minute Jackson was here, and the next
April Fool. Listen here. We'll start the meeting now. I'm not going to talk about Paul at all, except I am going to admonish you people
God damn it, Jackson!
to learn about Paul. Learn about Paul.
We will.
Before you make all your ideas, knowing that Paul was the founder of Christianity. Take a look at his history. I have plenty of teaching on this, and it doesn't come from me. It comes from top scholars in the world right now. All right, meeting start. Liz, you first to talk.
All right. So, anyways, it has been and Ronnie knows this has been a burden of mine for a long time that I think Gary Wayne is a shill. I do believe he has a Luciferian agenda. I don't know how much you guys are familiar with his work. Who doesn't really know who Gary Wayne is? Here, I got to go grab something.
Gary Wayne is an agent of Lucifer. He puts us down. He talks about us personally. Next thing you know, he'll be outside of house, standing there with flame thrower, knocking on door, climbing in back window. You don't know for sure.
Okay, let me just read to you. I'm going to just read the opening of his chapter on the Essenes. He has a book, a huge book. He has chapter 83 on the Essenes. And, all right, so he is claiming that the Essenes, the Zadokites, the Nazarenes, the Ebionites, anyone associated with this, are all a Freemason, Luciferian, occult, white brotherhood, what else? Self-flagellating, sun-worshipping, polytheistic.
What is Orthodox then? Is there anything but him Orthodox?
So, but I wanted his first chapter. Why would I don't have to, I've got to find, should have been organized and I'm not. I was going to read the first. Did you get the chapters I sent you, Jackson, from the chapter 83? Okay, so anyways, and that they got all their knowledge from secret societies in Egypt and, from Babylon. And so so if you understand the serpent seed, so then he is painting to me, right, the legitimate genetic remnant of Yeshua and his family, the believers at the time, to be really the Luciferian serpent seed. Okay, and then he ties them into this whole Freemason secret society line of Cain that is all through history and is like also, you know, a lot of Western history, especially secret societies. Is Colin here? Because he can do the best job at explaining that. But that's, and he's written a book, and he is everywhere. I consider him to be a paid, because you, like Ronnie, you can tell you don't have access to YouTube, to these kind of platforms. I mean, a lot of people write a book, and you know, you might get 1 or 2 interviews or whatever. You've written books here, but he has access to unbelievable platforms, and he just spews this constantly. And a lot of us were starting to rebuttal him in the comment section or different things, and it was getting really bad. And we made some videos, and then he just really did a video where he, with another channel that has over 60,000 subscribers, and really just threw us under the bus, you know, said that I worship Tammuz and I'm a polytheistic Kabbalist witch, basically. I mean, you know, so anyways. I wish Colin would come back, because he would know this whole history. So the point is, do we want to do a united pushback?
You know, Kiefer, in his word, Shimon Kiefer talked about strivings with people of this nature. I don't know whether he's part of the Messy movement. That's what I call a lot of Hebraic roots organizations, part of the Messy movement. But when we have these individuals, and this is just my opinion, y'all, take it for what it's worth. We have somebody who is engaged in, it sounds to me like rechuts. It's a form of Lashon Hara. And I do believe that there needs to be some kind of pushback. But let me ask you this. Have we done the Matthew 18 test? Have we called him to account? Has somebody gone to him?
Liz did, yeah. Well, I don't know personally.
Well,
but
I mean, I don't have personal access to him.
Okay, so has another witness gone to him and told him that he was in error?
Well, I mean, on YouTube, people will make comments, right? I mean, all the access you have would be to make in the comment section.
Well, you did it live on Zen's channel. I witnessed to that.
Jackson and I have done a video together. I have done 2 other videos where I will take on his teachings and try to, you know, show the truth. There's another guy, Laverne Gooding, who.
But the question was asked: Is anyone called him to account? And yes, you have.
Well, I did have a platform that had a lot of viewership, and I did mention his name and said that I absolutely believe what he was teaching was a lie and false, and I tried as hard, you know, the time I had to say as much as I could of damage control.
Okay. So, you know, what does the word say when you have we gone to the second step of confronting him directly?
Well, nobody has access to him directly, Daniel, but I will say, and this is if Colin was here, a lot of people have asked him to debate. I publicly, on a forum that he was on YouTube, on Facebook, he had posted, and there was a big dialogue with a lot of people going back and forth on this. And then John Pounders, who runs the station, Now You See TV, who is his biggest promoter, let's say, got on. And I got on, and I said, John, do you realize that he had booked me to do a show with them where I could talk about the Essenes? And the night of the day of it, I was trying to get in touch with the station a couple days before and they just totally blew me off. And I said, do you realize that you, and I said, you know, I don't take it personally. You were busy or whatever. I figured I fell through the cracks. And he said he would get back to me and that he maybe would let us have a show. And then as the thing progressed, he was like, well, maybe we'll make a roundtable discussion. And then as it progressed, it was like, well, and other people were saying, this should be a debate. You should let this happen. And then he basically came back and said, no, I don't believe they're valid. I will not let them on my station because I think that would be promoting falsehood, quote unquote, to his viewers. So he was asked to do allow equal time. He totally turned it down.
Okay. So what does the word say we do next?
Is that a trick question?
Well, we don't have elders. You know, we're all loosely affiliated, and so isn't that what's supposed to happen next?
Yeah. Could I chime in?
Yes.
So I fight the Satanists daily, every day on YouTube, because the supernatural battle that's happening is on social network sites, right? That is the principalities of the air is where this is taking place. And you know how I do it? I just absolutely destroy them with one video. I put every damning, shaming, like I said to you guys, you might, if I was going to show you a bit of the video, just so you guys know, I'm not the average Christian, and I will stand before the Creator and be subject to everything that I've done, but I will not allow these Satanists to keep doing what they're doing without anyone saying, get out. This is my Father's house. This is not a den of vipers, right? So if all you do is you put together your best debunkings, all the stuff that he lies about, every lie that Gary Wayne tells, you use his words, you put his own words back to him, and you destroy it, and you spread the message, and it instantly kills whatever satanic plan that they had. And I've been, in my world, it's like a video game, and there's like a boss at every level.
Right.
So I don't have any more bosses on my page right now. They're all dead.
Well, let me ask you this: who is this Gary Wayne, and why should we be concerned?
He's all over the place. I mean, it's like he's on so many shows over and over and over again, just ripping apart and just espousing lies. And he's like the new kid on the block, basically. If you just pay just a little bit of attention, you find the errors, grievous errors left and right. I guess I should put my face here. Who's speaking to you?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
That's okay. So
I'm trying to have some supper too.
What you eating?
Oh.
Arroz con pollo?
No, mi amor, no.
We'll let her talk for 5 minutes.
Go ahead.
Oh my goodness, the whole computer's gonna fall down. But anyway, Chipotle, that's what I'm having. Oh my gosh. But anyway, that's my point, is that the guy is all over the place, just as Liz has said, and he's getting an audience. And I don't think that Mr. Pounders, if I'm gonna say it frankly, he's a very misogynistic. Period. And so,
I'm just surprised you say that. Okay.
Well, that's the impression I've got in the videos that I've listened to him. You can see it, and in the way that he speaks is very subtle, but it's there. And I identified it because of the places that I've been at, and in places where I've been, where I've spoken up, and I'm like, man, this is what I see in the scriptures. This is what I'm finding. All of a sudden, they're telling me, well, you're just a woman. Be quiet, And that's the attitude that I've seen before. But then again, I don't have a channel, a YouTube channel. I don't have a name. So anyway, those are my 2 cents on there. But I hope that answered the question that someone had. I think Rigesh.
Colin, will you want to pipe in? Because you know a lot about him. Are you there? Can you? How do you get to Colin? I could chat on him.
You could try unmuting him. I don't know.
Can you do that? Can anybody? Colin, are you there? You can't unmute somebody. How does that work?
I just asked him to come over from Facebook. I asked him, please come over. Is he here now?
Yeah, I see his name. Colin, are you there?
Here, I can try to get him. I'm unmuting him right now.
Colin, you're on.
I have to say, Liz, I thoroughly enjoy your YouTube videos, and I watched the video that you posted yesterday. I look forward. Every day I'm looking to see if Jackson has something new posted and if you're posting something. So I really thoroughly enjoy what you're putting yourself out there and bring this understanding to light.
Well, we love you, Lizette.
Thank you.
You're something else.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for your call today.
I need your call back too as soon as possible.
You'll get it.
Okay, thank you. Would Zen Garcia allow you? You had an interview with Zen, and you were calling out. I heard you call out Gary Wayne, and Zen kind of backed up just a little bit, like, well, let's not talk bad. Well, you weren't trying to talk bad about him. You were trying to call him and say, hey, let's have a debate. Let's bring the sources together. Let's do this fairly.
Well, for everybody's information, Zen has taken my video down. He got so much pressure.
Oh no!
He took the video down from his channels yesterday. We dialed, and then today he told me that they have also told him they will no longer do shows with him or have him on their channel. This is now UCTV now. They're like the big player, and I don't know where they came from, but boy, they just mushroomed up 60,000 subscribers, and they haven't even been around for a year.
It's fake.
So what do you think about that, Ronnie?
It's fake.
It's control opposition, probably.
They pay for it, or they work for YouTube. I'm fighting actual people that work for YouTube. Right? So are you. You guys are fighting the head of the snake. That's what Gary Wayne is.
So I said, I mean, I do believe he's a shieldless figure. I do believe they have an agenda to try to cause a huge division in the body of Christ between people who are fundamentalists and orthodox, and a little coming into, out of the boat, and then people like us who are fully immersed in, the eyes wide open kind of world where we really do understand there's a whole world of scholarship and there's a whole world out there that needs to be vetted, researched, revetted. And he is definitely trying to cause a division and make us look like we are completely unorthodox, heretical, polytheistic, every name. I mean, so and back to Ronnie. So if we were to put together a YouTube channel and try to combat it, you need some resources. And Ronnie, that's why I was hoping you could help us, because you could show yourself you are a master at technology and
well,
putting together videos and making them look spiffy and slick and music and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I want to destroy the liars and deceivers. I don't want there to be any. Oh, my camera's just not working right now. I don't want there to be any. If someone's out here lying and pertaining to be a Christian, they need to be held accountable for their words, and so will I. But what really we need to do is go to the videos where he says lies. You remember how I showed you to record current time? The link?
Yes. Okay. Maybe you could show people, we could start gathering information.
Yeah, I could show you guys.
How to do a storyboard. You were saying how to do a storyboard.
Well, I saw you and Jackson had a flow chart on your call. It was great. So you make the flow chart, right? And you start thinking about. So when you go on the page, you open your Gmail or if you go to your account, I should be the other account. Let's see here. I have you should have 5 or 6 accounts to upload the videos to different places, so that they can't take it down. It's still up on the internet when you make these hit pieces. So you write an email to yourself, right? It's really easy. Beyond. Oh, come on. It should come up. I don't know why it's not coming up here. Well, so anyway, okay, I don't know why it won't come up to my channel here. I'll write it to my other channel. Okay, I'll write it to Jason from Wake Souls. So you go to the video, and then you put, so let's say that's the spot where I want to capture it. I go down to share. I hit start at. And then I just record this link here, copy, and paste, like that. And then when I send the message, I'll send it to him and then just show you guys. He's going to wonder why I just sent him that, but I'll tell him after. So now you have this link here. So when you click the link, it opens right up to the spot where Gary or whoever it is was speaking. So you put those together. Then you come up with a type of a soundtrack and a storyline to the video. But the most important thing is that you refutate his lies.
Right.
You got to call them out. Like this guy here tries to say he's a follower of the one true God, and then he's got satanic symbolism all throughout and Masonic hammer and Masonic bricks in his video. So I called him out on it, right? Strongly, and then backed it up with multiple scriptures. Multiple. But I'm not an overstander in the scriptures. I am just a servant, a student. That's it. I don't. But I think you guys. I'll help you guys. What you need to do is get the concept. And I'm just telling you guys from what I do. I'm no professional, but I do. Like I believe that the truth will always win.
So I think it's a winnable fight. How about anybody else have on another platform that we could call for a debate?
Well, I just now emailed the director of Now You See It TV. And I wrote them an email, again, probably the same way you did, concerning the whole Gary Wayne, Ron Skiba thing. And I said, you want sensation and controversy. Have somebody go up that is an Essene against them on your station. And we'll see what happens. You know, I just didn't put it that way, but it was a rather long email. And we'll see if we get any kind of response from that. I was also thinking, what about Vimeo? Tony Banks raised his hand. Tony, go ahead.
Hello, I'm new here, so I just joined the group and found out about Liz a couple weeks ago, and I listened to Now You See TV, and I saw the debate, and I had heard Liz before I even seen Gary Wayne speak about that topic, where it pretty much blasted, and I've heard him speak about the Essenes for about a year, and I did not find any sources that backed up anything that he said or stated. And of course, he's on like 10 shows a week. I think anybody that has any type of alternative spirituality radio show, he gets on there. And I was just kind of outraged at that, because it was an outright lie. And they were going into Kabbalah and not really taking the understanding that Liz has, where there's only one other person who gets on there sympathetic to Kabbalah teaching, and that's William Schnoebelen. And they quietly said something, but I don't know what's going on, if they're just kind of backing out or whatever. But it's just kind of become a channel that has grown from out of 4 years to all of a sudden in the past year or two to a major thing where they're having several conferences. I don't know what the oversight is, but it's honestly what I see is I discern that there's just kind of a lack of maturity, and there are people that may be mature in their certain areas, but they're not necessarily mature in Torah or the other things. And it's just these buzzwords that are thrown out there there's not really an open forum. And it was for a while an open forum, but obviously for me, seeing that with no challenge to Gary Wayne and his assertions, that it hasn't become an open forum. And as everything else, these ministries become businesses and conferences, and you know, now we're going to have subscription channels. So I think the only thing to do that I can tell is, because for me to find information about a scene, like I said, with the question that I had years ago, and I couldn't get a straight or clear answer from any pastor, and I didn't know the theological terminology. So to have videos posted of a sort of like an apologetics of what it is, and for people, there may be other people like me who have the same question. They just don't know how to ask it. And so I think just doing videos and making it regular postings, and that's one of the best things, because the people who are in deception or who have lies, they don't want to debate. They're going to hide, and unfortunately, there's other people that cover for them. So
And plus, it's also sensational. It's for subscription. It's these buzzwords. As I read, because I pain looking at the commentary and going like, are really people not seeing it? And I see like Christian Love, she's calling it out. I saw Liz calling it out. I saw a lot of people calling it out. And I'm going like, okay, at least some people are awake. But when they put these sensation things that are going to, oh, yeah, this is bad. It's like everybody wants to, what I'm noticing is like the people who have the biggest subscribers, they have like the evil. They don't want to talk about the good.
Yeah, that's what it is. Satanists get promoted, and they get so you know what's funny, because when Now You See TV came on, oh, my eyes are all messed up here. When Now You See TV came on, I went on one of their hangouts. They used to just have the link in the chat, right? When they first started, and I refuted them on a few of their flat earth mistakes, because I do believe in the flat earth and just a bunch of other stuff. And it was interesting that that is gone now. There's new people running the show. It's not that same guy that Gary Wayne was on with 4 months ago, correct? It's a new guy.
You mean David, whatever his name is?
Oh, Carico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a new guy now. So if you guys, I finally got through. Like I told you guys, I look at the Satanists as just like a video game, and I gotta destroy them with their own lies, with each lie they tell. I'm free now. I've destroyed everybody that was in my path that I didn't agree with. I haven't destroyed them. The Holy Spirit worked through me. I want to help. If we get links, and I will do some research myself. I am going through a bunch of stuff right now. I will be coming to the United States for a little while. But while I'm doing this, I'd like to help you guys. I will, but I don't want to do anything that doesn't speak for any of you, because this message is for you, not just me and against Gary. So I say we just destroy every lie. And you know what you do? You take the buzzwords that set you off, and you just multiply that buzzword times 7 right back. And it just it has more effect than you guys would ever believe.
Well, Colin just said that he can't meet us. I don't know if you all saw that chat. You saw it?
Yeah, he said it's late. It's the middle of the night for him. He said everybody in this house is sleeping. So.
Okay.
But I know Colin's out there a lot on social media making posts and stuff and fighting back. He's been a big one fighting back with Gary Wayne, and a lot of people have. I guess so. I mean, to come up with an approach. If Ronnie helps us, I'd like to make a channel devoted to the truth, truest scene, or whatever you call it, the truth, and all the videos. But we should come up with, Ronnie, one of those promo videos that plays, right? Just a short, that's just really top notch and dynamite.
Under 2 minutes.
And that we can just share all over the place and get people to click it and get to the channel. I mean, are there a couple ways you can kind of get noise out there, get yourself heard a little bit, right?
Stomp our feet.
Yeah.
But do it with yeah, go ahead.
What about Google Hangouts? Like, I remember when I used to listen to Rico Cortez a while ago, and he started doing it like Talmudine, wisdom in Talmudine, and he got quite a bit of flack for it, but he was getting a really large following. I haven't listened to him in a long time, but that might be another option where we come together and of course we prepare, but that's a possibility, couldn't it be?
Well, you can go live right here. You can go, you just hit the 3 little dots, whoever's in control of this meeting. I do it twice a week. And we are, the children of the light. The voice calling out from the wilderness. That's a good comment. It's so easy to do. The going live from Zoom, it's a way better platform, because on the Google Plus, all they have to do is DDoS attack you, and it shuts your stream down.
Oh, okay.
But Zoom, which Liz was so blessed to share with me. Jackson ended up being the one who got you into Zoom, who got me into Zoom, and I have used it to just obliterate the lies. I really love the passion here. I'm all fired up now.
And that's what Zoom has so many capabilities. I've seen you do all your videos on Zoom now, right? I mean, it just has. You can annotate.
You can, put in. You can do so many things. It shares the video, like it shares. You hit. I'll screen share. I'll show you guys. Somebody's screen sharing. I think I am. Oh, no, someone else is as well. But you can annotate, you can draw. You know, there's so many different keys here that you can use.
You need to do a seminar, Ronnie. We need to do it. You need to, Jackson will schedule. Couldn't he do a whole Zoom meeting and teach us this stuff?
Ditto to that. I second that.
I would love to. I'd love to go
It's
through.
really easy, but if you don't know where the controls are,
Mhm.
and
It's-
a lot of Ronnie, a lot of people would really appreciate that if we posted it.
Mhm.
Well,
Like I said too, anything that I say is always Creative Commons. It's always public use. I can't stand the people that hide. So if what is he saying about this? But the way to get back at them is to make really good videos, rebuke them, and you know it might cost. You know, give to Caesar what's Caesar's. So, like I said, I've spent about $100 on my channel, and it has improved my rating and because I don't think YouTube allows you to get your video out there. It's a business, right?
Yeah, can you show them the different packages? Let me say this too, because and Jackson, this is the thing. Remember how I had my screen in the back? I had to pay. I remember that. What's it, Ronnie? I was trying to show Jackson how to get the backdrop here. You know,
Yeah.
What do you call that? Green screen. But I remember I had to upgrade. I had to pay more a month from the monthly. I had to go from being a free Zoom to paying something a month.
$12 a month. You
I
go
think
to
it's
your
$12 a month. So to do that, and then if you do the YouTube, I mean, there is some money. There'd have to be a monetary commitment to this, I think, to really make it work. And I don't know
it's $50.
who has
a
the
month.
budget. You want to show those different packages?
Sure, I'll pull it up right now. I guess I don't know why it won't let me screen share with sound, but that's okay. Options are not available. Okay, there's multiple people sharing. But that's okay. I'll still show you guys the packages. So you got this icon. If everyone here has downloaded Zoom, you just hit this button like you're going to start a meeting. If you haven't downloaded this, you go to your three dots. You go to extensions. Everybody should know, or you could, you have extensions, right? More tools. They're right here, extensions. And download the Zoom, which I'm pretty sure we all have it, but I don't want to open right now. What I want to do is show you guys where to get these packages. So a webinar is what I do. This is how you go live to YouTube, and it costs $50 a month. But if all of you guys pitch in, if we all pitched in, we can all share it. Someone comes on, starts to hang out, and gives controls. There's a way to give controls. I could make you guys control of and then I could leave, and you could still broadcast to your own YouTube channel.
Is this live streaming? What are you?
Yeah, webinar is a live stream. You can go to Facebook. You can go to YouTube. You can go to multiple live streaming sites through here. You hit webinar. You create the live hangout. Put in your banner. But so for the billing, you got to go into when you. What I get is pro account with webinar. So it's $40 plus $14.99. I'm not selling this for Zoom. I'm just telling you guys it has been a blessing. I could never tell you guys how much of a blessing it's been. So you can have huge conferences on here, which you guys are obviously taking more advantage of than me. It's really easy to use, but so yeah, once you have the package, you go to the webinar, you create the webinar, schedule a webinar, you put in your information. And then if you don't know how to use Zoom, basically you hit the three dots and you hit invite, and then everyone in your contacts shows up on that invite, and you just click on them and hit invite, and then they become attendees, and then you promote them to panelists who you want on the show. I think Jackson is running this one, doing it brilliantly. He's much more advanced than I am at this, as I'm seeing here from what I'm seeing, how these are popping up here. You guys are well aware, right, of how you're doing this?
don't point that one out, please.
But it's
you guys are doing a great job. You guys are using Zoom much differently than me. I just use it for live streaming. And once I click OK, it just brings up your YouTube channels. If you don't have one, I suggest you make one. They're really easy to do. You just make a Gmail and then enable YouTube. And then we post them live, right? We have so you can have a live Essenes Like you could call it the true Essenes or whatever it is that you guys want to title it.
I like electoscenes, the electoscenes. But anyways.
Yeah, it's really tough. You have to be careful with the buzzwords though. That is the attack, right? So here, I'll show you guys. So then once I'm on Zoom, I hit live, and you can see here, this is the hangout that we did yesterday. And this is a video that I'm screen sharing. You see it says Zoom right there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a webinar, right? Live to air. So it is a Google Hangout. And it really does work. Like it has really good sound. It keeps your face up there, who's ever speaking. What else can we do? You could give up controls. So if let's say someone was demonstrating and I wanted Liz to have control, or sorry, so there's two Liz's here. Is that correct?
Give it to Lizette.
I'm Lizette.
Yeah, give it to Lizette.
Sorry, I'm just giving my dad the phone. So Lizette, you could move my cursor around.
I can? No, Lizette.
Lizette.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I got it. Uh-huh.
Yep. So then that's how you just hit remote control, and you can allow, like, these are all the bells and whistles. Stop, remote control, and then the screen shares. Obviously, you guys are seeing. Oh, I don't know if that's. And then, like I said, so you make the video, you tag it, like Gary Wayne, every tag you guys could think of that matches the content. And then just publish it, and then everybody goes to these spots here, and we just share it. And whether they block it or not, at least we've done our job. Like, I can't be held accountable for not warning people and saying, why didn't you share the message?
Now, and Ronnie, too, can you also go onto YouTube and show the different packages?
On Zoom?
Yeah, no, on YouTube to get subscribers or to get views. To get
okay
hit.
Yeah, that's
that one too.
Yeah, I use this one here. I don't know, someone got me really upset because my videos aren't being watched. I'm being actively blocked. My video right here is being blocked right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, not this one, but the one I was already showing. So I go here. It's called Sim Growth. I'll put this in the chat so then you guys can have it if anybody wants it. Not that chat. Where's chat here? Let's see. I'll paste it. Everyone can see this. Everyone. And like I said, I have nothing to hide. I'm not. If YouTube this is the way they want to play. If you have to pay, I will find a way to. So you could choose, YouTube Real views. We're not talking thousands of dollars, but it's $44 American. You get 10,000 views, and it ups your ranking. So a ranking is this here. So how your searchability is. So when I type in, I'll type in, because this person here is a satanic shill. So I used his buzzwords against him. So when you type into the online search here, this is how you do it. So that if you want to get their attention, if they're not listening, and then when you search it, see, here's my video right here, right? All the videos that I've tagged him in. So Gary Wayne will get the message, right? I'm showing you how to do it. So you tag them, video it, and then you can see. That's part one. There's part two, but then so you go to Zim. What I put in there, Sim Growth. Use PayPal. You just hit buy now. You put the video URL in there, and it's anonymous. I was going to do a video about it just to say, hey, the playing field is not fair to my subscribers or anybody that doesn't have a channel. And I was going to say, I don't want donations. I will, I let the Father take care of all my needs. But if you want to support my channel, like this was the video I was going to make, you can go to here. It's anonymous. You just go here, put the link in here, and you have to have PayPal. And you go to PayPal, and it's a couple of clicks, but you don't have to. Like, I'm not on here trying to sell anything right now. I'm just showing you what to do if you want to do this.
But so for $44 or one, let's see, you got 32 or.
Okay, yeah, this is the just.
If
just
we made a channel.
These are just you'd probably want to start. This is just a non-human view, so it means the viewer watches your video, or the bot watches the video for at least a certain amount of time to get a high retention tag. I don't use those. The $100 I've spent has been on 2 of these.
So you mean that's per video? That's not like per channel, like every.
This is for one video. You put the, like I said, you just put the YouTube link right there, and you hit next. And it works. I do believe that this is how YouTube, actively suppresses good channels. They do it because the Satanists have unlimited internet money, right? They print the money. So you can also boost.
So just let me say, so if we made a really good video, the best that we could do with as much information, and we could buy one spot of like, $50 and try to get that video out there, and then drive them to a channel that we created, right?
Well, then what you do
is one strategy.
You put the link right here, and then you also put the link right here to drive them wherever you want them to go. And then you could have multiple people put in the links. And you title it, you put the link, and if you hit, so it's the real views. So this system here actually allows people on YouTube to now see your video. Until you pay them, they don't show your video. I believe it's like a mini microcosms of people's worlds. Like, let's say you stumble upon someone else's channel, YouTube allows you to see it, but they don't actively share your work. It's
you have to pay for it. It's like anything. You get what you pay for.
Lizette's got a raised hand right here.
I had a quick question. As far as, could it possibly be like, I know like Crow 777, there's other websites that because they were being censored and their subscribers were not even being given the notices that they had subscribed to get a notice when a new video was posted, they decided to just do 1 hour, and then the remaining hour they would have a very minimum subscription for their subscribers, like $25 a year, something like that. And that would be helpful to to pay for the original hour, or for people who need that money, to find a way to monetize it as well. Not to make rich, but I know some of us need a bit of help, and I'm thinking about Snyder myself. So, that's what they do. I don't know if you're aware of that. And actually,
I am.
And their subscriptions have really jumped through the roof because of that. They do half an hour, 1 hour of content on YouTube, and the remaining hour you have to go to their private room, and YouTube has no control over it. I don't know if that's an option.
I could say that is the satanic system, because
You think?
now what they're doing is they're completely blocking half of the broadcast. I don't have any problem with getting the donations. When people need help, they need help. But so what they do is they have a group of people who think they're in some special know now because they've now subscribed to the second hour. I believe that the truth is free. It should be free. If people want to donate to you for your time and effort, that means that's what that means. I don't agree with Troll 777 what he's doing there. I don't want to jump on anyone's toes, but I know that I have friends that went on the show, and he threatened to sue them because that other person wanted to publish that hour, and it was his content. When I'm on a show, right now, if I wanted to publish, if you guys said we're going to publish this live, I should be allowed to. I think that they are money hungry, and I don't think that's the right way.
Yeah, and I understand that, because I've been listening to Crow 777 now for several years, and little by little things are like not starting to add up in some things that he says, but I do realize that he had been being censored. Now, whether it is true or not, then I don't know, because I'm not there. But
being censored means you only have 100 views, or you're not getting any comments. People are getting unsubscribed.
Yeah.
But you won't see someone gain without paying. Like what I'm doing now, I've been so censored that I've had to start spending my own money,
Right.
like just to get views, let alone charging people to watch my stuff. I have to pay to get the truth out there. So if anyone out there is charging for the truth, there's a really good chance they're not telling any truths.
And I understand that the truth should be given free. Freely give, freely. You've been given freely, freely give. I was just thinking, well, I wonder if that would work, but that's a good perspective. Thank you. Yes.
Well, but I'm not trying to come off as some high and mighty, but I have done 5 years. I am obsessed with the truth. I am super hyper OCD with the truth. I want to know all the truth and nothing but the truth. And like I said to you guys before, I've taken on everyone who's lied. Crow 777 said that there was a lunar wave happening, and he knew that atmospheric ripples were from the back of a jet trail that didn't make it into his zoomed in shot. I'm a photographer, a flat earth photographer myself. So when you're zoomed in on the moon and a plane flies, but not in the shot, the ripples from the jet stream go across the moon. Now, he tried to profit off that for 2 years.
Right.
That was a lie, and he was charging money for that. And I called him on it. Everyone said, "Hey, we know what's going on. We know that it's not the moon rippling, even though the moon could be. It's a luminary. It's a light. We know that. It's really, really worried about people like that. And like with Gary Wayne, his constant someone's got their hand up. His constant being everywhere all the time. How does this person have this much time?
And where did he come from? Does anybody know anything about his background? I can't find anything online about him. Information, personal information.
Anybody know his real name? Like, is it Gary S. Wayne or Gary P. Wayne or whatever? Do a background check on the gentleman. I don't know.
Yeah, or how somebody find out some more information about him.
Mm-hmm. I do. When I go to refute someone, I find everything out I can within the boundaries of being. There is a line in the sand. True. I would never message someone's family member. Hey, how come your Uncle Gary is? That is too far. I find whatever's public.
Wait. Elder Blake knows him well. Who just said that? Daniel.
Does Daniel want to come on?
Daniel.
I don't know how.
Daniel, tell us about this. Did you see that, chat?
Yes, Elder Blake knows him well.
Who's Elder Blake?
I have no clue.
Well.
And I think Jackson.
Okay, there you go. You made it. There's an elder who I know. I know him before he came to the yard. But he knows Gary Wayne very well. And so he was telling me this the other morning. Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So he was telling me this the other morning because Blake's been calling, and we've been talking quite frequently. I've been wanting to get
Blake knows him.
Yes, Blake knows him.
Well, I'm thinking that maybe Gary Wayne is a middle name. Wayne's a middle name.
That's a possibility.
Okay.
So we can ask him because he happened to mention him the other day. Like I said, I've been trying to get him more involved in things in the yard, and so I've been pushing him in that direction. And so in one of our conversations, he mentioned him. I'm like, what? I said they've been going back and forth with Gary Wayne for some months now.
Yeah, that's his real name. Here he is, right here.
That's correct because he knows him as Gary Wayne.
Well, see if he'll just give us some information. I mean, there's no way to judge his fruit. I mean, it says you're supposed to know them that you labor among. And this is when you're in a cyber world. It is kind of hard to know people's fruit.
Well, Elder Blake's supposed to call me tomorrow, anyway. So I'll ask him. He usually jerks me out of bed in the morning sometimes if I oversleep. So he'll probably call tomorrow. In same bat time, same bat channel, and what I'll do is I'll inquire and I'll dig a little bit and see who this Gary Wayne is. I think even I may have heard of him from back in the Kanachowski days. So let me dig and let me inquire. and then we could see who this gentleman really is.
And what his witness is.
Exactly.
Does he really have a track record of being a strong, committed Christian? And I don't know. I've never heard him talk about Yeshua. He doesn't use the name Yeshua. He'll say Jesus, but he never gives a personal testimony. I never hear any real warmth about a real personal love relationship.
This is all satanic. Everything on his page. This is a Baphomet in disguise. Everything on here is satanic. Nazis, Masonic trophies. This is also Egyptian. This is another, all the Vatican stuff. They pertain to be Luciferians, but they're not of the Morning Star administration. They're Hasatan or Azazelians. This guy here is a Satanist. There's look at him. It's written all over his face. I've done a tiny bit of research on him, but like I said, I've had so many other people to deal with. Look at that. 666. This is what is he? The son of perdition? 660. 600. Come on.
That's funny. That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, 606,000. Like YouTube things
million
on him. Oh, that's
66.
Yeah, take a screenshot. That's pretty funny.
66,600,000 results. That's. Oh wait, no, new. Yeah, I like to record a lot of things, but like I said, within the guidelines, I don't go across the line in the sand. I would never talk to someone's family members ever. I directly with the person.
Ronnie, would you put your email address in the chat, please?
Sure.
If you don't mind, thank you.
It's awakeeple@gmail.com, but I'll put it in the chat too.
Tell them what the incident we had, Ronnie, when we were starting to work together, and then all of a sudden this girl Rosette shows up. Did you?
Well, the case is still out on whether or not it's Lindley Oz, but they have identical voices, and she just absolutely blackmailed me, like not blackmailed me, but disappeared as soon as I said, hey, guess what? You're a YouTube sensation. I said, you got the voice of someone who's got over 100,000 subscribers. And she laughed it off. And then the next morning she sent me a message and said, not everyone got to grow up with God like you. I can't deal with you anymore. And she just totally stopped talking to me and Jason from Awake Souls. So it's a good chance that the Satanists have been trying to infiltrate the work that I do and get insider tips onto what videos and what theories I'm going with so they can try to debunk me.
Yeah, see, I believe this, Ronnie. Now, I believe that that's how sophisticated these people, and that they have targeted us. So, I mean, I believe there could be infiltrators, people. That
the Holy Spirit just shines.
Who tells you they infiltrate? And Clement tells you they infiltrate, and Clement and Peter infiltrated. I mean, you do it.
Yeah, well, they have to tell you, the Satanists. They have to tell you. They have to mock. They have to literally say the Essenes were Satanists. And they have to say that outright, and then continue to tell you all the great things about the Essenes. Right? That's what they do. That's their.
Well,
you know what kills the one of the things that really bothered me the first time when he was talking about, they wear white robes.
Yeah.
And I remember Revelation 22, what is it, 14, is it? It says, and they were given, well, it's been changed in some of the script, the translations, but they were given white robes. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Why is that wrong?
I think that was the definition to the garment from the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
Then each of them was given a white robe and told to rest a little while longer until the full number of their fellow servants, their brothers, were killed just as they had been killed.
The Essenes wore white robes, and you think of Yeshua when he talks about the harvest. It's white with harvest. He's talking about the Samaritans there. The reason that they were the Samaritans, who were very close to the Essenes, also wore white linen robes.
Right, and Gary Wayne tried to connect that with the KKK. Remember, Liz?
Whoa, that's a bad thing.
Yes. One of the things I just want to say, they repeat a lie, the whole thing. If you repeat a lie often enough, people will do it. And that is one thing they do. He just lies. And he repeats it over and over and over on every show and expects people to believe it. Let me say this about him. Jackson, did you get the emails I sent you with the chapter of the Essenes and then his footnotes? Because this is the thing with Gary. All his footnotes are from authors who are known Freemasons. He absolutely uses the Freemason Masonic texts for his.
He certainly doesn't use any scholarly text or any primary sources at all.
At all.
That's a
He
problem.
doesn't, and he totally doesn't correctly quote. Like see the tricks they use. Like he'll say, well, Josephus says, and the minute people hear Josephus, they automatically think, oh, valid, good, this is going to be good. And then he'll say something, and Josephus really never said it. But of course, these people really don't know that. But just because he linked Josephus with what he said, people assume. I mean, he calls them sun worshipers because he said Josephus says they're sun worshipers. And then I showed him, you go read what Josephus says. And Josephus says they are sun risers. They wake up early before the sun rises. Oh my God. It's
well, again, that's the occultation of the Morning Star administration. The word Lucifer was a mockery. The creator you call Yahuwah? Is that what you say for the Most High?
Yahweh.
You say Yahweh? Okay, Yahweh. Yahweh was saying to Hasatan, or in the book of Enoch, he's referenced as Azazel or Simiazaz. He has multiple names. Legion, these demons have multiple names. But he was... Oh, lost my thought. Well, they don't want that said.
Azazel. And Semiaza means the name, my name, Azazel.
Okay, thank you. So I have the same character. Okay, good. Yeah. Thank you. They were, what was I referencing, though? Something just smashed my thoughts there.
About Gary Wayne and about how they occult the name, Lucifer.
Oh, Morning Star. Yahweh was saying, I made you as bright as the morning star, and look at how thou have fallen. So what the Satanists have gone and done is they've propped up the word Lucifer because it was what they were being mocked as. When really the name Lucifer is the light bringer, Yahushai. You can type it in. So in my studies, like I said to you guys before, I am not a scholar. I am just an obsessed OCD truth seeker. I am a scriptural truth seeker. I go through every text. That's why I love what you guys do here, and I've gone over the website. It's amazing. So Lucifer, and the Satanists love the word Lucifer, but little do they know that it really means morning star, right?
That's not even in the text. It's Latin.
Exactly.
Yeah, there was what was it that it was? Where's the transliteration? Trying to find. I did have a lot of this stuff linked. What did they say? What was it in Greek?
In Greek?
It's Lux. Well, you know better.
I'd have to look it up, but and I did not long ago. But it's not Lucifer. It's talking about the planet Venus there.
Okay.
I can see it outside every day and every morning. It's very bright.
Yeah, well, a certain time of the year, because it goes through its cycle throughout the year, right? How thou art had fallen. So if I go to Isaiah, I'll go to this actual link. I'll show you guys what I do. I go to Bible Hub or eSword. You guys use eSword? Because it allows me to download like all of the scriptures, not just the King James or the New Testament. I have it kind of not a good font. What was that scripture? Isaiah 14:12. So I go to Isaiah. This is where I get all of my if I want to know more, I go to the Bible Hub. So it'll come up here, Isaiah 14:12. I can go King James Plus, and then they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? So he's being mocked here. And how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? So when you see that word in the Strongs, in the sense of brightness, the morning star. So if we want to go, so what's the word there? Halal?
Hallel, where hallelujah comes from, and what was he? What was his original position?
It means one that shines. That's all that means.
And he was created very beautiful, right? He was given everything like the morning star, but he didn't want to serve man, right? Am I wrong?
That's the apocryphal. That's one of the apocryphal.
It has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with Satan.
Okay.
It has to do with the king of Tyre.
Yeah, but that's an archetype for Satan.
Oh, come
Right.
on.
Yeah.
It's more the
Come
spirit, right?
on.
Okay,
Let's
yes.
not get into theology. We're
But
just
so no, but we can see.
this is a
But that's what it's important though, because if we're going to be saying the word Lucifer, I guess we don't need to go any further into it. But morning star, it's really easy to see who the morning star is.
but I don't know what that has to do with Gary Wayne again. Are we getting off track?
Well, is this one of the things that he promotes?
That what?
Well, Lucifer. Doesn't he have a book about it?
I don't know. I thought he only had the Gen 6 book.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I want to say. Can I say something real quick? He's right. This is why I'm a little more nervous about the guy, because he's writing a second book on the 2 tribes of Israel and the 2 houses of Israel. And I have heard him on some other shows, and I'm convinced that this is part of a bigger bait and switch, that he is going to portray again the true remnant as the Luciferian Cain remnant, and he's going to portray them. They're going to try to portray themselves as the righteous remnant. And he's also trying to, like, I don't know, you guys, like RH negative blood, a lot of these issues that are peripheral issues to this, he's trying to say that they are, again, dragon seed, that's a dragon seed bloodline, and that proves, I mean, he is just bait and switching everything. And so if he really has the same kind of airplay on his second book, which he says he's hoping to complete within the year, then it's crazy.
That's important. Mm-hmm.
He's not done with his lies.
No, he's not. And I think he's just on a roll for now. But, he's getting, I think, his 15 minutes of fame. It's taking a little longer, but it is what it is right now.
Well, can I say, just to wrap it up, maybe just a plan. I mean, it's going to take commitment. It's going to take a couple of people to organize to do these things, but I'm willing to I don't have a lot of money. I mean, none of us do, but I know if we're going to have to pay a little bit of this, I mean, I'll commit $40 to the cause if we make a special, because if we want to make a video, do a one-time getting it out there, right, Ronnie? And then making a YouTube channel. And can we form a little committee of some people that would work on the technology of this thing? Because that's not my thing, per se. I mean, how do you want to, Jackson, kind of execute this, a plan?
Well, I think that what you can do if you want to add some money, we won't steal it, but we'll keep it in a savings account and accumulate it if you like. And then in the meantime, we need to decide how much we need. I think what we saw on that site that Ronnie showed us in regards to getting hits and comments and the subscribers, that looks really good to me. I understood the technology there because of my experience with website development. So that looks like a really good plan, but we can accumulate some money for that. And like you said, we're all broke, but we can put in a lot of people with small donations. We'll add up to enough, certainly, to do that several times.
Well, and the content, right?
Definitely. And I can give you a link if you'd like to do PayPal or something like that. To put it all together, it'll be segregated from any other funds. If you want to do it that way, we can do it.
Well, can you, like, pass the plate, have a special Gary Wayne? I suppose you don't want to advertise it on the
Memorial.
Why not? Yes, advertise it. Yes,
Gary
I'll
Wayne
do a
Memorial
video.
Fund. We can put it on the Yahad site.
Put it on the hot side.
I've got a lot of emails. I've been keeping them for years. I'll send it to everybody.
Amen.
Well, let's raise some money. Let's believe y'all.
The Gary Wayne Bail Fund.
or the I was going to say something a little bit mean.
Go ahead.
Well, the obituary cost or something. The roast of Gary Wayne. That's better. The roast.
You'll be on Hebrew Nation Radio next week.
Well, because the roast, I have a better mic too, just so you guys know. The roast is a comedy thing where they make fun of people, but it's also what you get when you go to hell. So it's like a dual meaning name. I'll donate something to the roast of Gary Wayne Fund, whatever name that it is you guys want. And I'd love to make a little bit more of a personal introduction with a video for the viewers and for everyone involved with the Yahad site, I would be interested in if you have pictures or memes, you know, like a picture with words on it or anything that you want in a 2-minute video, with a certain type of music. I did a video, a live hangout with Liz, and you can see I put some beautiful work in there that from my heart. We could do stuff like, or we could do something that's got some power.
Well, Ronnie and Jackson, will you guys email each other and email each other and start to?
I'm going to give you a link right now if you want to send in a little bit of money. All right, I'm working on it this instant.
Okay, I'm going to add you.
And whenever you get some money, you can keep this link and put it in. And I think our treasurer, Commander Lee Hayhurst, is on right now. I think he'll take very good care of it until we get enough to do what we want to do and decide what that is.
Oh, I can't add anyone here. Everyone can add me on Zoom here. You just hit add and then put in my email, Awake, AWAK.
You mean as a contact?
Yes, right here on Zoom.
Yeah, so how do we invite?
You go to your Zoom and then you say add contact and you put the email in and say add. You guys know how to do that? Yeah, I'm sure you guys know, right?
No, wait a minute. I want to do this.
It's so easy, but it takes practice, right?
Is it under contacts? Okay, so Jackson, I want to add you as a contact. I've been trying to do this for a long time. Add contact. What do I do? Vero Yahan? You have to accept it. What's your email?
My email is veroyahad@gmail.com.
Let me try this. Now, if I send it to you, will you add me? I'm adding.
Yes, of course.
But now you have to approve of it. Who else wants to? Lizette, I'll make you a contact. We should make each other contacts.
Please.
Okay, so let's see. How do I do that? Let me think. How did I just do that?
Yeah, I don't know how we do that either.
All right, Ronnie, give us all a quick.
Yes. Allison, yes. Everything that the Satanist puts out there.
Okay.
I just want to give you guys one more quick insight. You can't screen share private stuff on Zoom. Here, I'll try. But maybe you can. Can you guys see this? Can you see this?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so can you see? You can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you still see it? Yeah. So you go to add contact. So what's I don't have Jackson or Lizette. Somebody want to give me their email?
I will. My name's Lizette. It's ISEEROME. ICRome@gmail.com.
Will you say that one more time?
Rome.
ICRome@gmail.com. I'll write it on the chat. Is that okay to everybody?
Okay, I'm going to send you one too right now.
The link's up for the Gary Wayne roast, by the way.
That was fast. I like the way you work.
Yeah, man. I can't fool around.
Oh, man. Okay, I'll show you guys again. I don't think it was sharing my
Okay.
So
that's Lizette. Oh well, that was mine. ICRome@gmail.com is me.
I just added you.
Mine says that your email address is not signed up with Zoom.
Wait, you need to make that signed up with Zoom.
Well,
whatever email you have, because I got you, so I got this one. That worked. You remember, you go to your Zoom.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Oh.
And then add contact. Can everyone see that? Or is it not sharing it?
I didn't see it.
And then, what's Jackson's email or anyone else's or?
veroyahad@gmail.com.
VERA.
VEROYAHAD. You should join up, Ronnie.
I think I'm joined up to the website.
Okay, that's the think tank.
You need an E between the Y and the H. Yahad. H-A-D. Right?
At Gmail? Oh, yep, it worked. Then hit add. So that's how we do it. Oh, the email address is not signed in. Vero, VEROYEHAD.
YAHAD.
Oh,
yeah.
YA.
My bad.
That's okay. Vero. VERO.
Y.
Y
HAD.
A. No. YAHAD.
Oh,
Yahad.
why? Yahad.
You got to read
Yeah.
your Dead Sea Scrolls.
There you go.
Which is the Sanskrit Hebrew was Abba, Gada, Hawaz. Everything was everything was A after it in my studies. So it's
Yeah.
funny that that's the way it works.
How about you, Liz?
Yeah, Ronnie, say, and I want to get Allison's. I'd like to get, what now? What did you ask, Lizette?
Oh, your way to contact you or whatever, or put you on the Zoom is what I'm saying.
All right, so I'm Lizbeth CT.
Z as in Zulu or C as in cat?
Z is like in zebra. Liz, LIZBETH, CT77
Okay.
at Gmail.com.
Okay. Who?
And I'm sending you one right now.
Okay. And that was Liz Beth Z as in Zulu T77 at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do you by any chance have the opportunity to contact or a channel website? I would like to examine a little more that Eliyahu, the guy that you had on that guy, the Sephardic guy.
Yeah, what about him?
I would just like to see some more of his work if that's possible. I don't know if I can or not.
Oh yeah.
I liked him.
I wish Abiyahu was here tonight because I wish Jackson. I have what I could share what he said about Gary Wayne. I just
Eliyahu, is that the Eliyahu out in Oklahoma on the
Abiyahu, the Kabbalist.
Oh, Abiyahu. Okay.
Abiyahu.
I'd love to get in touch with Javier,
yeah, or you guys that have all these different names. Daniel, do you have a different Hebrew name too? I can't keep up with it all. Anyways. So everybody put their...
That is his Hebrew name. His real name, I am not going to divulge. And I gave him his last name, Ragesh. He's cool.
So everybody's email that's over here, but when you end the meeting, they disappear. So how do I get these? I'd have to cut and paste.
You hit more. You can save the chat.
How do I save the chat? So
I didn't want to chime in there if anyone else, just so you could see. Screen share. Should the chat come up? Can you guys see the chat?
I can see the chat.
So right here it says more.
Save
chat.
Where are you? Where are you?
Okay. You see here on the chat?
Lion hearts.
Oh, more? Okay.
More.
Yeah.
Save chat.
Oh, just like that?
Where does it, Ronnie, where does it save it to?
Saves it to a folder on your computer or in your contacts. Here, I don't think it'll show my contacts.
Wait, where does it say?
It should be to the right. It should say everyone. It should say everyone. In the chat right here. See down at the bottom?
Oh, I see. You got Daniel already? How did you do that?
Right, that's not the chat. Sorry. Right here. So where you can put the message in. I don't know why that's still up there. Delete. Right here it says everyone. You could send a private message.
Yeah.
On the right side, there's a drop arrow that says more.
Okay, but can you stop screen sharing for a minute?
Oh, wow. Look at that. You can merge the chat. That's awesome. I've been looking to praise the Lord. Thank you. I've been wanting to figure out how to do that for 4 months or 2 months.
Do what?
I put the chat in the Hangout here on the screen because when I do Hangouts, I want the chat to come up here. You can't see that on the screen?
Yeah. Okay,
it allowed me to merge.
I can't click buttons as fast as you people. Oh my gosh.
It's funny. The Zoom is just great. It's got so much abilities. it's nice to really meet all of you tonight. I'm sorry I'm a little bit loud and like I said, I'm not the average
We
Christian.
love you.
I love you too, with all my heart. Anyone that's out here looking for the truth, I want to meet you. There's so many Satanists. It's painful for me. It's been a blessing, guys. And do you do this once a week?
Thank you, brother. We do this about 5 times a week.
Okay, you got my Zoom. And if anyone I didn't get, if I missed anybody, if I'm green, like Liz knows, sometimes I'm not around, but I will always get back to you. I swear, I promise. I don't swear to any man, but I just, on the spirit, I will be available as much as I can't wait to take out Gary Wayne. He's going down.
Forward, but never straight.
So Liz, what about the Master Kabbalist guy? Does he have a channel, a website, or anything?
He's Yahoo is not yet ready to come out.
Okay.
Almost.
That's fair enough.
A couple more videos, but he's
Does he speak Spanish?
He speaks everything. He speaks.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm just saying, he's a great guy. I want to get him involved in the Yahad, but I don't even know how to. You just stumped me with that question. I don't even know how to say it in a sound.
Leave him to me.
Okay.
I try to reach him. I try to search. I did all kinds of searching on his.
He wrote a book. It's on Amazon. You can get it. I could send you that.
Mm-hmm.
But he is 25, and I will tell you, this kid has read all of the Zoharic literature, which, I mean, he's read Parshas. He knows Hebrew. I don't know what to say. It's an interest. I've never met anyone quite like at 25.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, I mean, I think he does have an amazing ministry, and I just think, but at the same time, he's such a kid. It's so funny.
and I have one last question. I know that I've been speaking a lot. Sometimes I don't say a word, but this is very interesting to me. This is my experience, and maybe it's been the same experience for some of you, obviously, like what the attacks that are happening now. But like, I just try to invite a friend from my congregation that I meet with and my brother, who's also come to the truth. My goodness. I have been attacked and I haven't done anything. And it's been terrible. And they were talking about that Rob Skiba said this and that all this whole mess.
I got lots on Skiba. I got lots on him, yeah.
What do you think of Skiba?
Well, somebody said that the guy was a Freemason.
He is a Freemason. Not only that,
Rob Skiba?
Yes, he was going worldwide proselytizing Christianity, gaining money off of it on television before he was anything in the flat earth or testing the globe or the globe for flat tards. He's actually insulting the plain earth that we live on. He knows that the model that they're selling is wrong, and he is producing really bad Christianity, if you ask me. He's brainwashing people. I don't believe in Christians going on TV with skulls behind them.
Right.
The iconography, the memes, the pictures that you present yourself to matters so much. But I'm gonna have to go. But I just wanted you guys to know I'm gonna put a link here of a channel of a video that I did on my actual vlog page, and it kind of talks about what you go through when you start revealing truth. It's a very painful thing, and Christian Nazarene is the true truth seeker. So if you're out here seeking truth, there might not be maybe is everybody here biblical?
Yep.
So, what I tell non-biblical people is you don't have to say that you're biblical, but if you're truth seeking, you are a Nazarene. That's what we are sent to do, is to find all truth, right? Am I wrong there?
Nope, I think you're right. We're searching for truth wherever the truth will lead, I think. And sometimes that's going to be painful.
And you're gonna get attacked, but I'll be always here. I'll always try to do my best. And I just thank you guys so much for allowing me.
Thank you, Ronnie.
We gotta take Gary down.
It's gonna be.
Shalom and blessings, love and peace.
Lizette.
Yes, sir.
This is Lee. We spoke on the phone.
Yes, Commander.
How you doing? Obviously, you're doing well. And your husband was he able to come on or no?
No.
Okay. How is are you fluent in Spanish?
Absolutamente.
Oh, great.
English is my first language. I mean, Spanish is my first language.
Oh, great.
And you Puertorriqueño. See,
Great.
see?
Puertorriqueño.
Thank you, Lee.
Are you from Puerto Rico? Is
Sí.
that what I remember? Okay. Good. We have a woman in Vero who is going to translate some of our stuff, but
Okay.
I think, you know, maybe we'll send you something that would be like to, would you be willing to do a digital or an audio? Which would be easier for you to translate? A digital text or a video?
I don't know. I've never tried it. So, I mean, I translate stuff in what do you call it? The written form, but I've never tried an audio.
Oh, the written would be just as good or better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Wow. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lizette.
Of course. Absolutely. My pleasure. And I was trying to write these before they disappear. One Papa, little Papa.
Oh, we never figured out how to do that.
So how much is the hit going to cost?
The hit out on the think tank, I put a link. I ask everybody to put a little bit in, and it's being segregated into a separate accounting category. So hopefully we can get enough to really mess this guy up.
After we recover from this weekend,
Excuse me?
After we recover financially from this weekend.
If you're looking to me to get you recovered, I am broke. I need some money because I got an opportunity to go.
I got your message.
I got in Miami coming up Sunday. What an opportunity.
And you might have to come up here on August the 6th.
Well, why don't you send some money down, Daniel? You're rich.
I'll have to rob somebody.
We will put anything that comes in designated for the war chest, as it's going to be called, I guess. It will go into a separate account, as I put in the chat.
Right.
So we do have some opportunities coming up. I have some ideas about Haiti and the Creole language. If anybody knows a Haitian that is sympathetic to our cause, would be great to put something in Creole. And we have some contacts, but the more people we get to work on it, the better. We have a young man down there who would like to come into this movement, but the language is a problem. And that he is in Haiti, which means he doesn't make much. So they don't have much resources. But if we can get I will share with Jackson this weekend what I have idea. Well, I'll say it here. If we can have enough finances enough to put someone at the compound of the Snyders and have the people in Haiti come to the compound and teach them, and then send them back into their communities to teach this way, would be better than asking someone to go into the bush that's not used to the poverty of Haiti. So if we can bring them to a place where they don't have the hassle of dealing with the poverty of the country, we'll get more teachers to go down at a short-term basis, maybe a week or something like that, and different ones to be able to teach the preachers down there than the young people that are excited about learning this.
We can try to get him up to, and if you go out again to veryahad.org and go to donations, there is the Haiti Mission button there.
We'll talk about bringing people up here, but I would like to get someone down there with material in Creole to spread the word there. Anyway, that's my idea about starting a school down there for this walk.
That's why you're an apostle and a sholiach. Okay, we're getting together tomorrow for Shabbat meeting. 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 3:33.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Saturday. I'm senile.
Tomorrow's Friday, okay.
Tomorrow, leave me alone. I work all day today, and I was watching TV and working all day today. And I'm thinking I might sleep in a little bit tomorrow. How about you?
We'll see.
Okay.
I got a lot of work to do tomorrow.
Jackson, I just sent you a private message.
Got it. Will do, darling.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll send, if you can call me in the morning, I can send what is required early in the morning before the mailman comes in. Actually, I have an appointment early at 10 o'clock, and I'm 1 hour behind you.
Okay, I'll send you the math tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Very kind.
No, it isn't math. I'm just kidding.
I know.
All right. See you all later. Thank you so much for attending this meeting. It was probably the best event we ever had. I mean it, 4 years.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Shalom aleichem to all of you.
You make sure you link up with him and don't let him get away this time.
Will do.